Welcome back to another Fly Casual. Mike here. Guess what? Corey's sick tonight, so I'm filling in. We're all filling in. Tonight we got the news. We got a little bit of Stan Lee going on. Cassian Andor gets his own live action series, the Madalorian news, and hot toys, all on another Fly Casual.
Let's get ready to wrinkle!
So I guess Corey's puking his guts out right about now.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Weird.
They abandoned us at the yeah. Well, it sounded that way. He was barfing up a lung last I heard, so.
Sick.
Yeah, we were out sitting on the porch, and all of a sudden, he's like, guys.
He goes, I'm going to try to puke for a little while. I'll let you know how that goes.
And then he said, go ahead and start without me, which we already assumed was going to be the case.
Yeah, I kind of figured, so.
And if he has any thought of actually coming to the second one, I know that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
Because
I'm not holding my breath.
We only record once a night, though, so.
That's right, yeah, so maybe next week
the
he'll
magic.
be okay. Right?
We actually record every night, but only a couple make it through.
That's true.
So
We only put out the best episodes. So
Only
that
the
tells you
best.
something.
Only the best for you, the listener.
Yeah.
So you could tell how good the other ones were by
The fact that we only put out 2 every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And if you think it could be better, no, you're wrong.
you would be
you're
wrong.
dead wrong.
You're wrong.
But this episode might be 10 times better with Corey not here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to fill things out. Yeah, Corey, negative Nancy sometimes.
Oh man, yeah.
So it's going to be all positivity all night long, right?
Yeah, because my Ike's here.
Yeah, my Ike's filling.
I almost thought
always
you hit the mic laugh button, but no, that was your real laugh.
Yeah, that was my real laugh.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's back, baby.
He's back. Hello.
So happily newlywed.
Yeah, man.
How's things?
It was a nice week off. We got hitched and
No, he meant in the bedroom.
What else would I mean?
Yeah, what'd you think he meant?
I don't
Didn't
kiss
care
and
about your
tell,
wedding?
my friend. I don't
Kidding
kiss
me?
and tell.
Well, I'm not talking about kissing.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh,
not on the face anyway,
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh man.
Since you divorced Garrick over there, and now married
I know.
somebody else.
I'm moving around. Yeah,
You strumpet.
I'm back to
That's
women
what you
this
are.
time. So yeah.
Nothing
Come
but a
full circle,
Dirty
so.
strumpet.
All right. So tonight I am Mike. I am filling in for the hosting duties and
Michael J. Archibald.
and the news duties and everything else. To
Duty.
my left at Master Control,
Yes.
we have Stephen J. Howie.
Yeah, and you know what? It's getting cold
Kick a
outside.
butt.
It is cold, man. This sucks. Dude, I was in Mexico
Yeah.
for a week.
And then you came back to,
And then I came back to this, and I'm like,
I want to go back to Mexico
yeah, I
for
think
a
I'm
little
going back
bit.
to Mexico.
I can sell houses there.
Viva Mexico.
Viva Mexico, yep.
Maybe sell houses there. I don't know how that works.
I would figure it out. For that kind of weather in October, yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
Totes my goats.
Yeah, we're what? Almost halfway through November.
We are, man.
Yeah,
Oh my
we are
gosh.
halfway through
I know.
November.
Well,
Next
we were
week's
out on the
Thanksgiving.
porch. Yeah, we were out on the porch, right? And you guys were like,
Holy cow.
Couple
"Oh, you've
days.
been married 3 weeks already, right?"
Yeah, I know.
I'm like,
It's like-
holy God,
Oh
yeah.
my-
Yeah.
I guess so.
It's been that long?
yeah, man. Since that
Yeah, we were rocking it out.
fateful night. We were, man. That was fun. All my bros showed up for me, man. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. I was
Still
just
digesting all that meat at the
There's a
reception.
lot of meat. Yeah, Emily's dad. He was actually how these things work at the reception halls, right? Is you have to spend so much. You have like a minimum.
Yeah.
And basically, if you don't hit that, the encouragement is to add things to the menu. So he was like, "Hey, let's do the prime rib." So he was in the prime rib, man. And his secret hope was that at the end of the night, nobody would eat the prime rib, so he could take a couple, 2 or 3 of them home. Yeah, that didn't happen.
No.
Everybody ate the prime rib.
Everybody ate everything, I think.
Yeah, they did.
it was good food.
It was, man. Yeah, it turned out nice. So yeah, spared no expense. No expense.
It's like Jurassic Park.
That's right.
We spared no expense.
It should have been a Jurassic Park theme. I was a little disappointed.
Yeah, where are the dinosaurs?
No, she's more going to the classic theme, I think. Yeah, not the Jurassic Park theme, unfortunately.
I was hoping I could stay a little bit later when you had Babymetal come on stage. But
that was pretty sweet. That was after Garrick, not Jay Hardy.
Hey,
though. So yeah, you missed Babymetal, dude.
Aw, I miss Babymetal.
I know. What the heck?
Man.
Yeah, and Yui came back to make a special appearance.
The greatest Japanese hard metal pop.
She was
band
like,
in the
for
world
Mike
of all time.
For Mike, I'm going to show up. So yeah, she gave her last performance at my wedding.
Oh wow,
dude,
that's something to remember.
We were like, "Where's Garrick?
I know.
Where's Garrick?
Oh, I gotta go home.
I was sleepy. Ate a lot of meat.
Although had you known that Babymetal was going to be there, you would not have been sleepy.
No, he was thinking about that fateful night, the Ep 200. He didn't want to repeat of that night, especially with his wife around.
I think I'm the only one who wants to repeat of that night.
Yeah, you and Corey, maybe.
Oh, so you guys ready? You want to kick this off?
Yeah,
let's do this.
Let's do this.
Let's kick it to the curb.
Don't hit the wrong button.
I'm looking at I think I've got the right button. Let's do some news.
Careful.
Oh, he hit the right button.
Get it. Woo, news.
Well, boys.
There it is.
I would be remiss if we did not have a moment of silence.
Oh,
The great, the mighty Stan Lee has passed, my friends.
That is sad.
It is very sad.
That is sad.
Now, some would say that, well, wait a minute. What does Stan Lee have to do with Star Wars? And I would say, wait, my friend. He is the one that greenlighted the original Marvel Star Wars comic series back in the 70s.
There you have
baby.
it.
That's right. So he was involved with Star Wars. Don't cut him short, baby. So, but the great Stan Lee has passed.
Yeah. How old was he?
95.
95.
Dear
yeah,
God.
it's a long time.
That, it's like, you're sad, we lost a legend, but at the same time, it's almost celebratory because, the guy lived a full life, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had his ups and downs through his life. Really wasn't involved with Marvel there, for a lot of years after they'd sold off, but he made his fortune, man. He did not live in squalor. So,
and he definitely liked the cameos.
He did like the cameos.
He loved the cameos.
Some good stuff, man.
Gave us some of the most iconic comic book characters ever.
Oh dear God!
Like who, Garrick?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
And who else?
Spider-Man. Fantastic Four.
That was him.
Maybe.
Yeah. And who else? I'm putting you on the spot.
Others.
Come on, man. What he was the Daredevil dude, wasn't he? Come on, man.
Well, the thing with comics is people sometimes take credit for things that were developed as a group, so it's kind of hard for me to differentiate.
That is
which characters were part of a commission and which ones came up originally.
Now, Cap was his though, right?
Yeah,
that was him. That was one of his original. That was his first one, right? Or one of his first ones.
Yeah.
Speaking of Daredevil, I finished that series up. That's a nice hefty third season or fourth. Is it fourth? Third, yeah.
Third season. I'm only a couple of episodes into the second season. I haven't got that far. Garrick's gonna be disappointed in me.
Disappointed.
So far, I think the second season's the lowest of the three.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide if I like the third season better than the first.
Now, season 2, who was the villain?
The Hand.
The Hand. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know the Hand.
And
was Elektra was.
Yeah, she was a villain for some of it.
And then what's his name was in there as well. Wasn't Punisher?
Oh yeah, that's right. Punisher was introduced. Yeah, right. That series is doing pretty good though, right?
Punisher. I like that one.
Punisher. Yeah.
I saw a couple ups, and I was like, "Am I watching The Walking Dead? What am I watching here?" I'm a late comer to The Walking Dead.
Let's not talk about The Walking Dead.
No.
That has absolutely nothing to do with Star Wars.
Well, you know who does have something to do with Star Wars? Cassian Andor, my friend.
What?
He dead.
Cassian Andor.
Dead. He died.
He is dead. But guess what? He has been resurrected, my friend.
Yay!
Oh.
Him and Jin.
StarWars.com is reporting that Cassian Andor will get his own live-action series.
Woo!
That's two. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's 2 Star Wars live action TV series we got going on right now. You are correct. Wow.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So this whole holding back stuff is.
Yeah. I was going to say, yeah. Are they really slowing down? Yeah, JK.
Or are they just like, this is a good opportunity to act some things that we wanted to get rid of for some other stuff that we want to do?
Could be. I don't. I've heard some mixed things, thoughts about this because some people. I think for the most part everybody likes Rogue One, but there's some detractors out there.
Yeah.
And I can't down them for the criticism that, hey, you killed off everybody. How can we love everybody if you killed them all off? So I get that criticism. I don't agree with it because I think that was the strength of the movie, showing the sacrifice of that group.
To this point, we haven't had a what's it called? A tragedy.
Yeah,
Star Wars.
Yeah, not on that scale, that level.
Shakespearean level tragedy.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I've been hoping that the spinoffs would be.
Yeah,
is that experiment into different genres.
Yeah.
Right? Which really, so far we've got Solo. Solo was a bit of a buddy movie, and I love Solo too.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. Anyway, so some of the criticism though of this series early on is that I don't care about a guy that I already know is going to die and stuff like that.
And I get that.
I get that.
We're getting a lot of stories about people who are already gone.
As someone who has graduated with a degree in history, I find that offensive. Very offensive.
I'm not in that camp. I'm with you there because just because you know what the end of someone's time is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stories to be told there, man.
For me, I don't have a criticism about that per se, because I'm really excited to see what they do here and looking forward to it. But I think for me, I want to see brand new things where we don't know what the outcome is, and that's where the Star Wars, the main Star Wars movie line is supposed to take us. And I would like to see more branching off of, and maybe stuff that's not even near to where we're talking.
The thing of it is Cassian in this series is, it's going to be him. You would assume that K2 is probably going to be involved at least at some point. So. Maybe not initially. Hopefully we get an ep where they get introduced. That'd be cool. Yeah. But the thing of it is you can't have the whole Rogue One team together. So he's not going to be running into Rogue One people, right? It's going to be him, and it's going to be because he's a spy. He's an espionage guy. That's how they're billing the show. I like that. I like that we've got, something, and actually, which is different than what they're billing the Mandalorian to be. The Mandalorian is going to be, they're billing it anyway as like kind of a Western, the gunslinger kind of thing. So I like that. I like that we've got like the spy espionage thing on one side. We've got the gunslinger thing on the other side. That excites me that we're trudging down unexplored territory,
Well, right. But it's all in the same time frame.
It is, but you know what?
Well, no. The Mandalorian takes place after Jedi.
After, right? So
after
Mandalorian is after Jedi.
Well, right. No, I'm saying all within the 3 original movies.
We're right. We're in a which you know what? I guess I don't get that criticism about. This, well, we already know his end. It's like, well, yeah, we know his end, but this TV show is going to open up a lot of opportunity to see new characters, a ton of new characters.
And it's still, and like you said, there's a lot of good stories to be told. We only seen this one little bit of a few days worth.
That's, just like the comic series, the Star Wars main title that we all love. That is taking place right now between, episode 4 and 5, right? Mm-hmm. Between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, and nobody complains about that. We know the end of the end.
Better yet, the Vader comic. We know how Vader dies.
Right, exactly. but we still enjoy it because it fills in those gaps.
Yeah.
So this criticism, I don't pay it much mind.
Yeah, for me, it's not a criticism about this. It's more of maybe it's a criticism about what they're choosing to do. I feel like it's a safer move than to say, let's explore something completely different that we haven't even kind of explored before, or there's a more open-ended type of thing.
Well, and ish. I still feel like ish because yes, maybe the Mandalorian because where the Mandalorian is set
that's the one I'm the most excited about because there's a lot more opportunity for what I'm saying.
Right, to fill in those gaps because we have a 30-year gap between, Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens.
We know where we're headed.
Sure.
So
sure.
But this is
it's about the journey, not the destination, man.
I still love Rebellion era, though, man. I mean, we've said this before. There's a lot of stories to be told there.
I want to get to Old Republic, and I want to get to
I do
I think that's what I really want.
I'm crossing my fingers for the Game of Thrones guys. Come on, Game of Thrones. Come on, man, come through, baby.
Don't ruin this. So the Cassian series. I mean, there's of course some problematic things. Like I don't think he will meet K2 because they already covered that in a one-shot comic.
Yeah, they did.
So I don't know if they want to rehash that or I guess.
Okay, so do you think K2's in this, or is this pre-K2?
I hope so. I hope he is. But I mean, it like you said, it opens the door. Like I know on Twitter, and maybe one of you guys texted me, maybe Howie or somebody. What if like Enfys Nest shows up or Kira?
Sure.
Or
all the solo stuff.
All the solo stuff
absolutely,
starts running over, and there creates that kind of link between all these movies and TV shows.
Yeah. Actually, that's what I've been most excited about was when I realized that it was kind of in that same time frame because, Solo did poor at the box office, so it's unlikely that we're going to get a sequel to that movie anytime soon. But this TV series opens that back up, man. And that to me is exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we could have those, run-ins together. That he could run into Emcee.
Now, how far back can they go? Because I mean, Diego Luna is doing this role, right? So you can only go so many years back before it doesn't make sense.
Sure.
Right.
Well, I mean, okay. Let's assume they got 3 to 5 years in them. In terms of the life of the series. I mean. 5 years before Rogue One seems pretty reasonable. And again, that kind of coincides a little bit with...
it seems reasonable unless the series is amazing. And then you want to keep going.
Seasons. Yeah, I know.
Then then you're kind of... unless you take the Walking Dead motto and just do like every season's one day or something like that.
Right.
Then okay.
Yep.
It's one day.
I know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But... I'm excited, man. I mean, this, again, even though, just kind of backing up for a second and reminding folks to be able to see this series, you're going to have to subscribe to the Disney streaming service. We've already covered that.
How much did we know how much that was? Or?
They haven't set a price point, but it's sounding like it's going to be under $7.99.
Yeah, that's what I was
no price point and no release date. So what's going on with that? Come on, Disney.
I hear executives screaming, "This should have been done yesterday."
So
that was me. I was screaming.
Anyway, I'm excited.
Well,
sounds like
I
you
think
guys
for
are excited.
me, I'm the most excited just to see Diego Luna because I really liked him.
I did too. You know what? And the thing I like about Diego Luna too is like all the press leading up to Rogue One and everything. Out of all the whole cast, he seemed to be the most like jazzed about being part of Star Wars.
Well, yeah, just his raw enthusiasm, childlike enthusiasm was palpable.
Yes. Yes. He was actually he was telling the story. I mean, because he's Mexican by birth, and he was talking about, once he told his friends and his family and stuff that he was going to be involved in Star Wars, how excited they were. And I think he even told a story about his dad, saying that, oh man, this is so exciting for me that we got a Mexican character and, well, not Mexican in the universe, but, Mexican actor that's in Star Wars and a high profile role and things like that. And it was heartwarming to me, to hear the excitement that his family had.
That's one of the things I think the Disney's really kind of trying to take charge on is providing more. I don't want this to sound trying to be more diverse, and I think that's a good thing, as long as it's not being done for the sake of doing it, as long as it's being done.
There's always a fine line, and we've talked about that before. But I loved his role. I love how he held himself in that role, and I'm excited because I know how excited he is. I know how excited he was to be part of the franchise, and I don't know.
So we don't really know more other than that this is happening.
Yeah, right now it just says the article on StarWars.com says Disney chairman and CEO Bob Iger announced today that Lucasfilm is in the development on a second Star Wars live action series for Disney. And I don't see anything about release dates or anything. They're just really formally announcing it. Is really
so
what this comes to.
This could be his twin brother. Or did they specifically say Cassian?
No, it says Diego Luna will reprise the role of Andor.
Oh, okay.
So,
I guess theoretically it takes place before Rogue One. Right?
Oh, did they say? Oh, they said reprise. Yeah.
It would have to, Garrick.
Oh, I don't know.
No.
He might not be dead.
I still don't believe Han's
You
dead.
didn't see him die on screen.
Yeah.
Han's not
Where's
dead.
his body?
It was a cutaway.
No body, no death.
It was incinerated, my friend.
That's what they want you to believe.
Yeah.
That's what
They dug a hole in the sand and covered themselves. They were fine.
Well, the Mandalorian also in the news this
Jumped
week,
in the water.
boys. We had several cast announcements for the Mandalorian this week. Did you guys see these? Like, not just one, not just two. We had three.
Oh, I don't. Three
big announcements this week.
I don't know what to do with three.
I know.
You count them. 1, 2, 3.
The first one is
a
the
skip ad.
official announcement who the Mandalorian will be.
Who?
Pedro Pascal
Oh,
to lead the Mandalorian series. Now, do you know who Pedro Pascal is?
I don't.
He's that mathematician, right?
No, he is not a mathematician.
Are you sure?
To my knowledge,
Is
he is an actor.
Is he a programmer in the
No,
Pascal language?
he is an actor most recognizable from the Game of
Is it a unit
Thrones
pressure?
series.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, no, he would not be known for his mathematic prowess. He would be known for having his skull smashed like a melon.
Whoa! And he's acting that way with this.
I really don't know how he's going to proceed with
With
this
no hand.
role.
I'm glad
He's got a helmet, I suppose.
Yeah, that's good. Cover that.
All right.
He's the headless Mandalorian.
And I'm so far removed because we have not had a Game of Thrones episode in a year and a half. So I can't remember. Oberyn, right? Oberyn. That's his
yes.
name. Yes.
He had his he had his eyes smashed in, right? Is that what
his
it?
head.
Yeah.
Did he have his head too?
Oh yeah. Basically, yeah.
It's
He
been so
stuck his
long.
thumbs in his eyes and crushed his skull like a melon.
Okay, yeah.
And they showed it. It was pretty. It was pretty.
It was
gross.
pretty graphic.
Yes.
It was a little graphic. Yeah.
For all those who've watched Game of Thrones, they know what you're talking about.
So I'm excited. I love Pedro Pascal, man.
Yeah. He was great
yeah, he was
in
He
the-
was
great.
amazing in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Most recently, you might have seen him in Kingsman,
The Golden Circle.
Yeah.
The Golden
Yeah.
Circle. He was in that. He played a Texan. I'm not sure about his Texas accent, but in that movie,
It was there.
But it didn't matter because Garrick and I were talking about this. That movie was so ridiculous, over the top ridiculous. So
yeah, and intentionally
we're praying that Elton John is also in the Mandalorian to reprise his role.
That would be awesome.
That would be great.
So yeah,
We need more musical embodied people to be in Star Wars.
I mean, this guy's the up and comer because he was in the
Elton John?
no, Pedro Pascal.
okay.
my friend.
all right.
Heard about this Elton John guy? Plays piano?
He is an
He's this
up-and-comer.
young up and
He's
coming.
really going places.
He has a couple songs on the radio that are really good.
Something about a candle and wind. I don't know. No, Pedro Pascal. He was in the Narcos, the Netflix series. And
Oh, yeah,
he will
right.
he's been announced for Wonder Woman 1984.
Nice. I did not know
movie has
that.
somebody. Yeah.
Boy, he is an
just-
up and comer.
Yeah, he's up and coming. There he comes. Watch out.
Good deal. Well, he's got the starring role in this series, so I'm really excited about that. I like I said, I just feel like he did such a great job in Game of Thrones that if he brings that same kind of swagger, over to this role, I'm really excited about that.
He has screen presence out the ass.
He does, man.
Speaking of screen presence, the next one.
What?
So, like I said, we not only had two, but we had three casting announcements. This one's more of a rumor. I don't think this one's actually been formally announced, but
a rumor.
one Carl Weathers is joining the cast, or rumored to be joining the cast of The Mandalorian. Now,
Carl
do you
Winters?
know who Carl Weathers is?
Yes, I do.
This would be Apollo Creed, my friend.
Yep.
Yeah,
In the
would be.
Rocky series. This would be, I can't remember his name, in Predator. The guy that gets his arm shot off and it's on the ground shooting a gun still.
Best scene ever.
And it would be Chubbs from Happy Gilmore.
You took Chubb's hand.
You took his hand.
You forgot about
You got one eye. Yes, man. Carl Weathers.
That
He
would
was
be
also in the Arrested Development TV series as Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers.
As Carl Weathers.
As
Nice.
Carl Weathers.
Perfect. I love Carl Weathers, man.
But we're talking about Carl Winslow?
No, not Winslow. This is not Die Hard.
Oh.
This is The Mandalorian.
Okay. I didn't know Carl Winslow was in Die Hard.
I like Carl Winslow.
In Die Hard, yeah, man, he was the
Is
cop.
Urkel going to be in
The
it
actor
too?
wasn't there, but yeah, Winslow was.
I always think of him as Carl Winslow.
He's always Carl Winslow.
Wasn't he a cop in
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
He's a cop
He's
and
a
everything.
cop. He's a cop and everything. It's Carl Winslow.
So he'll be a cop thing in this.
Hell, he was getting Twinkies when all the shit hit the fan
He
in
knew all
Die
the
Hard, man.
ingredients.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Carl Weathers.
Carl M.F. and Weathers, baby.
That's a weird casting call.
That is. I don't know what he's
kinda
going to be
strange.
doing. So I was telling these guys, is he going to be a fellow bounty hunter? Or is he going to be
that
like
would be- that
is he going to
would
be
be
the Chubbs
interesting.
character?
Or is he going to be the big baddie?
If he was
I
like
don't
the off the wall bounty hunter type character.
Yeah, man.
Something. Yeah, that would be
Or a bartender?
Seriously, go back and watch Predator.
He could be the
He could
bartender
be a bounty hunter.
that he goes to
Yep.
every night. Because, in this, I'm envisioning this Mandalorian series is going to be like, at the end, going to be kind of like Duck Dynasty, where they all sit around the table and talk about their day and what they've learned. So, but it's going to be the Mandalorian going to a bar, talking to the bartender, who's Carl
learned
Weathers.
no disintegrations.
No disintegration.
That's how I envision this series, or every episode ending.
Yeah.
So good stuff. You guys want to hear the third
I do.
casting announcement?
Yeah. I hope you saved the best for last, Mike.
I think I did.
don't
And I'll
know.
tell you why.
Okay.
Is this a rumor or is this like legit?
Better be better than Carl Weathers.
Ooh, uh-oh. Oh, no. You guys are going to have to bear with me here because Hollywood Reporter, I'm recording my screen cap too, so I'm doing a lot of things here. Cut me some slack. All right.
Loser.
So Gina Carano, and I'm just going to go ahead
And hit the button.
Yeah, I would hit the button if I could find it.
There's a big Mike face on there.
Oh, is that it?
Toronto? Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh, no.
That played
it's
no music.
turned down. Yeah. Well, let's try that again. Let's see if I can get that together. There we go. We're just going to assume we're just going to assume I mispronounced her name. So, Gina Carano.
Interesting.
Carano.
She's a former MMA fighter.
Whoa.
Has also been announced for the series. So, yeah, she's obviously got the physique to be in this series.
I'm guessing another bounty hunter. If I was going to,
if I had to guess, I'm probably with you on that. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe she's someone that he's going after. Who knows? But you might know her from
What?
Deadpool. She was in Deadpool too.
Deadpool or
believe.
Deadpool 2? Or Deadpool, you mean also?
Good question.
yep. To all those.
Why don't you guys talk and I'll look it up?
He was in the original Deadpool as
was
Angel
in-
Dust, Mike.
Okay, thank you.
The first Deadpool.
All right,
She-
we got to see her boobies, didn't we?
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, you do. You didn't see Deadpool?
yeah.
Come on, man. If you saw Deadpool, you saw her boobs.
I wiped that from my memory. That whole movie.
It was an awkward. It was an
first
awkward
one?
fight scene where they're
Colossus
beating each
is
other
like-
up, and as he's
Colossus
beating her
is
up,
like,
her
hey.
like,
Hey, it's hanging out. Put that back.
I can't believe we're talking about this on the podcast.
oh yeah, we are boobies,
Deadpool.
dude. That's
Deadpool.
Eric's
Happened in a
favorite
movie.
word.
It's
boobs,
okay if
man.
it happened
Yeah.
in a movie.
It's
That's right.
it's all right. If it happens
That's
to
right.
me.
She got paid for it, so it's all
Yeah.
good.
Oh, that sounds dirty now.
Something tells me we won't see her boobs in The Mandalorian, but
Y'all know that.
It's not on primetime television.
she's got great New York boobs.
In other news, Mike's gets sued for
Wow.
That wasn't me, man. That's not my joke. Come on.
come on.
Come on.
See, so yeah, 3 big casting announcements for The Mandalorian, man.
Well, I
exciting.
am all for the 3 so far. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, my man.
That's a good, diverse cast.
Lately, they seem to be doing some really good job. A really good job at casting. I wonder if they're using the same casting people or if they're all different casting.
Good question. Good question, my friend.
You should have the answer to that.
I should have the answer. I don't know about their casting talents, but I can tell you that ILM, Industrial Light and Magic,
I've heard of them.
Best known for special effects on all the Star Wars movies and every friggin' movie that you love growing up, from Jurassic Park to
I love that movie,
Indiana Jones, and just about everything else, really.
I love that movie too.
Everything.
ILM, seriously, ILM is like in the credits for like every big movie that you've ever seen. Marvel movies, they're in there. That's them every time. Well, ILM announces this week that they have opened a TV division.
What?
Of their company.
What are they doing that for?
Maybe
not making enough money.
Maybe it's because they got a couple TV series that need some kick-ass special effects. I know this is kind of minor news, but I'm actually pretty excited about this, because when you hear that they're doing a Star Wars TV series, you worry about the special effects.
Yeah.
At least I do, because you want them to be quality and you want them to live up to the standard that Star Wars has put out there for us. And to hear that actually the guys that created the shit are actually going to be doing it in the TV series, that's pretty exciting to me.
Well, that's very exciting, because on the flip side, I was just talking to my wife about this. It seems like, I don't know why Walking Dead keeps coming up, but it seems like their budget for special effects and things have gone down, at least with this latest series or season. So it's nice to see somebody actually saying, okay, this is actually something that's much needed.
Yeah,
and we're going to get
get a company out there and that's the thing. I mean, TV series for the longest time. I mean, there's exceptions to this rule, but for the most part, when you have a TV series that's action heavy and special effects heavy, you can always tell a TV series special effects versus a movie that's got a big budget. Oh yeah, and I'm excited that ILM is involved, because I mean, these guys are the standard bearers. I mean, these guys are the ones that created these special effects from day one, and I'm excited because the work that these guys are going to be doing on these two series are going to eventually carry over into all of TV, and I think you're just going to see TV special effects just shoot through the roof. These guys are going to do it the best, and they're going to learn how to do it on a budget. Yeah. That's the exciting part to me, that they're going to make these look good, and they're going to make it affordable. Another side benefit is maybe they can take what they've learned here and reduce the budget of some of these like Star Wars films that they're. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Obviously, like Solo. I mean, with the budget being blown out of the water and all that stuff. Yeah, I agree 100%. I mean, with them working these, high quality, high, level special effects on a regular basis, on a series where they're putting out, I mean, I'm going to assume it's probably a 10 to 12 episode series. But based on, So, I mean, that's, I don't know. That's exciting to me. I don't know how you guys feel, but that I'm excited. Me. I'm just thrilled. So is ILM like Lucas's real biggest achievement? Maybe. Honestly, I think it is. I mean, that's where he made his money. It is. Honestly. I mean, other than merchandising, we all know that he made a fortune on merchandising. But it over. Yes, I mean, that is probably his greatest accomplishment to movie making. And actually, wonder if he views it that way. I think he's even underappreciated because of the prequels. But even the prequels, I mean, all the computer graphics, and we make fun of the Phantom Menace and maybe the overuse of computer graphics and stuff, but he created that stuff. I mean, prior to him, that stuff didn't exist. You know what I mean? And now it's good at the time. Like at the time, we're like, sure, that's not bad. Sure. Right. Now looking back, it's industry standard now. And it's funny because we come full circle, because now it's like, the filmmakers are trying to get the best of both worlds. How do we mix practical effects with special effects and, and all that stuff? I mean, it's just amazing. But I really, because the prequels got such a bad rap at the time of overuse and some people's opinions of those things, I really feel like he's underappreciated for, the fact that ILM, created all that stuff from scratch. They are the ones that did it.
Yeah,
and
it's insane. It's insane how so much stuff just came from George Lucas's brain. If he loved, if he, I don't know, even if he just like accidentally tripped into it and had a bunch of great people surrounding him, it's just amazing that all these things come from him.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. I was watching, I got on a Phantom Menace kick not too long ago and watched the movie, and I was on YouTube and I was watching some of the behind the scenes documentaries and stuff. And there's the documentary where he goes in and he's looking at the storyboards and he's got the markers in his hands. He got a pink marker and a yellow marker.
Yes.
We all laugh at it and stuff. But I mean, when you see what he's doing, basically he's going up there and he's marking in one marker the stuff that's practical, and then the other marker is the stuff that's going to be computer generated. And I mean, again, we don't give him enough credit for, having the vision to be able to see that. Yes, we can do this with practical, and yes, this is going to be computer and all that. I mean, again, we laugh at some of that, but that was groundbreaking at the time. It really was.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah. So anyway,
good job, George.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. Exciting news coming from ILM. Some breaking news this week.
Breaking.
Actually, this just got added to the list this evening, but couple it's probably been a month ago now. We got news that Chuck Wendig had been let go from his Marvel series that he was creating, and possibly another book that he had been conscripted to write. And at the time, I guess I had assumed that since he was let go from his comic series, that shortly thereafter we'd hear that the comic series would be canceled as well. Well, that didn't happen right away, but it happened today, apparently. Comicbook.com is reporting today, as we record, that Shadow of Vader miniseries has been canceled by Marvel. So that apparently at the time that Wendig took to Twitter and announced that he had been let go, at that point he had already completed 3 of the 5, I believe, for the series. And he was told that he was not be finishing the last 2. Again, in my mind, I just figured, well, they're going to cancel the whole series. We're not going to bring someone in to pick up the story and do the last 2, right?
I thought they would have. I mean, stuff like this is rare, but it has happened in the past, or they had to
where someone else is coming in and finished it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only one that comes to mind recent memory is the first issue of X-Men Gold. There was some not so subtle stuff that was offensive to some people inside the comic, and they pulled the artist and put someone new on it.
Huh.
They didn't cancel the series. Actually, it might still be running. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, that's strange that they would just pull that whole thing, especially if the artist had already started. Like,
right. Well, if you remember
this in December, so right. I would think they would have already started.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's on. Well, and this all kind of took place kind of in a strange way, because the announcement did not come from Marvel. The announcement actually came from Chuck Wendig himself. He took to Twitter and announced that, hey, these guys let me go. Actually, Marvel and Lucasfilm, that announcement did not come from them. So apparently this is just catching up now, and we're getting the formal announcement that series.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what to feel about this. I picked up his, he did a Vader annual, right, this year.
Yeah.
And the annual wasn't super great. I didn't particularly care for it myself, but I guess whatever. So I don't know how forward I was looking to this series, but I don't know. And we said it before, I don't like seeing a guy lose his, that's his source of income and his livelihood. So I don't like seeing that, but sometimes, I don't know, Chuck has a way of, putting it out there. And, I don't know, I guess some people just didn't appreciate how forward he was about his thoughts on things and fighting
That's crazy. I don't understand why they would do that, but there they go.
Yeah, especially that far into it. I mean, Jesus, So I don't know. To me, I'm just speculating here, but my guess is that he had made some waves earlier than this series, and that they were looking for a way to kind of cut ties with him. This is just my guess again. And this was just a soft way to do it. Do it through Marvel. Lucasfilm didn't have to be involved in it or any of that.
Do you think the artist put like Vader's wiener in there? They had to
that might have happened.
Some Vader wiener.
Like
Does Vader even have any wiener? I think that's why he's so pissed off, though. I don't think he has any wiener left.
Oh,
I think he got burnt off.
That would make sense. Yeah, he was like on the ground on his stomach.
For Rizzle. It was his legs touching the lava.
About in the comics.
That's right. Well, you would be that pissed off, and you would kill mofo's.
Well,
if you
that
had
was
the
his shadow right there. The shadow of his.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
there was no Vader
shadow
wiener in that comic series. All right, guys, we're going to end on a high note here. You guys ready?
Good.
Kevin J. Anderson has been honored this past week.
The Star Wars author?
Yeah, one of our favorites, right? Of the old legends.
Co-authored many Dune novels.
He did. He authored some
with Brian Herbert.
Pretty hefty sci-fi works. Actually, he took to Twitter a week or so ago and said, "I am very honored to have won Mexico's National Literature Award for my body of work in the field of science fiction."
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he, I guess, apparently flew to Mexico City and accepted the award. And yeah, very proud of Kevin J. Anderson and his efforts. And again, he's one of our favorite authors, from the old Legends series.
Oh, yeah.
To me, he was one of those guys. I mean, there was a lot of authors in those old Legends series, but there was a handful, like less than a half dozen of them that authored multiple books and really took it upon their shoulders to kind of take everything that had been written prior to them and kind of tie it together. He was one of those guys, him and Alston and there's a handful of guys like that. And he was one of them.
He's most famous.
Stackpole was one of those guys.
Oh yeah. He's most famous for the Jedi Academy trilogy, which some people, I guess, aren't a huge fan of, but I loved them.
I did too.
I thought it expanded the lore of. It made Luke awesome.
Yes,
he was now this wizened teacher, but he also wasn't afraid to lay some smackdown on some Sithy ghosts.
Exactly. Actually, some of my favorite stuff with Luke is when he was teaching the students and they would go into meditation and explore the Force together and things like that. That's some of my favorite Luke, actually.
I love it. Yeah, because you get to see Luke. Luke's practically new at this. I mean, he'd only been doing it a few years,
right?
And then he starts taking on students, and they're doing things he's never seen, and he's like, "Wow, they're more the teacher than I am." And you kind of got that sense from this whole series. I love that.
That. So congratulations to Kevin J. Anderson.
Yeah. Good.
And that's all I had for news.
Well, then I guess we have Porkins Bag of the Week. Wait, where's Porkins guy?
Porkins, I don't see him. Where's Porkins kid?
No.
Jeez, I don't know. Wait, hold on. Oh no.
I should have known.
Yeah. Jeez.
Hello. Grand Moff Tarkin here. Did you know that when the glorious forces of the Empire took over Cloud City in The Empire Strikes Back, one of the rebel scum under the employment of Lando Calrissian, named Wilro Hood, ran away with this city's only ice cream maker? Only it wasn't really an ice cream maker. It was actually a database of contacts within the rebellion. Pity. I do so love butter pecan. You may fire when ready.
Yes, some of my favorite trivia. So, like in the real world, it was an ice cream maker.
No, it wasn't an ice cream maker.
In the Star Wars world, it was a database of rebel spies. Is that what we said?
Yeah. But did he get his pecan? What was it? Butter pecan?
Yeah.
Did he end up getting that?
Old people love that stuff, man.
You should have.
I love butter pecan.
I just want to see him sitting there in a chair eating butter pecan
with his slippers on because his
yes.
But yes, if you
delicious.
if you are a fan of The Empire Strikes Back, you need to be on the lookout during the scene where everything kind of goes to hell in a handbag. Lando gets on the announcement and says, the Empire's kind of taken over, and everybody's kind of running for their lives. Yes, there's one random guy running around with this thing in his hand, and it is an ice cream maker. That said, it's time for the toy report.
Yeah.
Speaking of toys, ice cream and toys go together like butter and glue.
Toys. You can lose a hand, or
especially like that Cold Stone place.
Get a lot of
the Cold
sugar
Stone
in your bloodstream, and you could get diabetes. It's not a toy.
It is not a toy. You're right. You're right.
But speaking of toys,
I know that you know this Clone Wars, or not Clone Wars, sorry, prequel trilogy.
I know that.
I do know
of it.
I do.
It? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I know we've discussed it's kind of on a comeback.
Yeah, it is.
We're hearing a lot of buzz about, prequel trilogy.
People appreciating what they.
Not so bad after all.
That's right. Appreciation.
It only took about 20 years, but here we are. So, Fantasy Flight Games is actually now releasing their second Star Wars role-playing game era source book. And this
too bad Corey isn't here. He loves this stuff.
No, he loves the Fantasy Flight. No, he doesn't. Yeah, so they're actually doing a source book for the prequels for the Clone Wars era. It will include the starships, including the AAT-1 hover tanks, LAAT, ATTE, Venerator class Star Destroyers, and more.
Nice.
Yeah, so this seems pretty cool. I like that they're people are going back, man. Seeing, getting
Me
nostalgic.
too, man. Hey, they are nostalgic now. Come on.
Yeah. So
I told you I've had a particular fondness lately for the Phantom Menace.
Yeah, I know. That's
watching some Qui-Gon.
When we role play, we very rarely go back to the Clone Wars era. I mean, I don't remember one offhand where we're in the Clone Wars, but yeah.
None. There would be none.
There's so much there to explore in your head, in your imagination.
So what year did Ep1 come out? What year was that?
That was 1999, my friend.
Yeah.
Wow.
See?
Yeah.
Almost 20 years.
20 years next year. I wonder if they'll do something big.
Yippers. That'd be fun if they did.
Theaters. Do a
they should.
special edition.
They actually, do you guys remember they released it in 3D?
They released the first one, yeah.
They released Phantom Menace, and then they had plans to do the other two, but I don't think it did as well in the theaters that they hoped. So
yeah, I don't think they ever got to.
I took my daughter. Me and my daughter went to go see the Phantom Menace in 3D.
How was that?
It was a 3D movie. I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, those things give me a headache.
They do, me too, man. It wasn't bad though. It wasn't terrible. I've seen worse. I knew I would appreciate Phantom Menace more because there was not as much of the over the top action. Yeah. Like if they would have released Attack of the Clones in 3D, I would have no interest because all those battle scenes at the end would just be too much to take in, and I would get sick, and I'd have a headache by the end of it. Yeah. But Phantom Menace was enough controlled action that. But you could see
all the hot Anakin Padme romance in 3D.
3D, baby.
Oh yeah.
3D waterfalls, 3D apples being cut with the Force.
3D creeping on her, talking about sand and whatever.
3D boobies sticking out of the screen.
Yeah. 3D aggressive negotiation.
3D midriffs.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot about 3D midriffs.
That sounds good.
For Rizzle.
They should do that. Why don't they do that?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, lobby.
So check that out. Fantasy Flight Games. They do all the tabletop Star Wars stuff. Really good. I like them. Never played it, but it does sound fun.
Looks fun.
Go. Yeah.
If I was into that kind of thing, I would enjoy it probably. So.
Yeah.
Probably.
You used to be, Mike.
Oh, no.
You used to be.
Are you kidding me with this next one?
What, Mike? You guys like Chewbacca? The
I love Chewbacca.
Do you like?
Who doesn't like Chewie?
No,
nobody doesn't like.
Nobody
Chewie.
does not like Chewie. Chewie. Everybody, you can't not like Chewie, right?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. Well, guess what, guys? We got a new Chewie figure out now, and by figure I mean a car. By car I mean a Hot Wheel.
Oh no! And he's got a buddy though.
But
he's got a buddy with him.
Yeah, it's different. You know, we had you're saying to yourself, listener, and you guys, wait, haven't we had Chewie like once before? And they re-released it like 4 times. Yes, you're right, they did. Yes. But this one's different.
Like, who would his buddy be? I don't know.
Well, Han's dead.
And Buddy, it's not Han Solo because
no, Han's dead.
Or is he?
They killed him.
Is he? Is he, Mike?
We did not see him die.
I
was waiting. Thank you, Howie. Thank you.
We did not see him die. They're hanging out together under the sand.
He's flying through space frozen.
No,
they flipped the sand over their head.
Saw Gerrera and somewhere.
Somewhere. Yeah, Saw's not dead.
Yeah, didn't see a body. He took off his mask and flew away. Right. It was actually a jetpack. You didn't see that.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, so Chewie's Hot Wheel car is now coming with an accessory. Its first appearance as a Hot Wheel. 1 Porg.
It's not just an accessory.
Oh boy!
It's a whole separate car.
It's a whole separate car. So those familiar with the
truck,
Chewbacca Hot Wheel, yeah, it's a flatbed truck.
How you doing, Chewbacca?
And if you ever wondered, hey, what can I put in that flatbed truck that Chewie is? Well, you could put a little teeny, tiny, little Porg car back there.
Yep, and it looks like he's humping Chewie.
And he looks like he's humping him. No, he's riding him. Oh wait, that's same thing.
Exactly what he's doing. He's riding him.
So I can make little Porg Wookiee hybrid things. It'd be interesting to see.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. See, in George Lucas's original vision for the original trilogy, the background stuff was the background. The problem with the Porgs is that they just stuck them in our face.
Yeah,
like, Porg! Porg!
Porgs are awesome,
Porg!
You getting that pork count up?
Porg.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Porg.
No, it's
man.
Porg. His
Porg,
eyes
the other white meat.
The windscreen of the car. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of porgs, did you guys see that on the Disney Store they've released the Gonk droids?
No, I have not.
What?
Is that in the Elite series?
The Elite series Gonk droid.
What am I still doing here?
I don't know.
Yeah, I might be.
I gotta go, guys.
Might have to jump off. Yeah.
Yeah. Bye. Yeah. Oh, didn't know that. I gotta get that. And then they're also releasing a TIE Fighter pilot car.
You mean Batmobile?
It looks exactly like the Batmobile.
Which probably is.
Yeah. It's got a spoiler retooled with little TIE Fighter foils on the side.
Yeah, foils.
Whatever they're called. Yeah.
Wing foils.
Those are cool, right, guys?
It looks like the Batmobile. You're right.
Little baby pork car?
Little baby pork. Why doesn't he have a guy humping him?
Oh, he needs a little ball. It's just a ball like a baby porg.
Yep.
Let's put him on the back there. Yeah. Maybe that's in the 3rd edition. They'll come out with that later. Don't worry.
Yeah, when they release it 20 times.
Yeah. So anyway.
I always like the TIE Fighter
pilot. That is the 1989 Batmobile. I'm just saying.
It is. It really is.
It toast is. Yeah. Come on.
Instead of the Batwings, it has TIE Fighter foils.
Yeah, on the back. You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right.
So anyway, moving on. Here in America. This holiday called Black Friday.
Oh yeah,
it takes
the biggest holiday of the year.
It takes place after some other weird day, Thanksgiving.
Lesser holiday.
Yeah. Unfortunately, if you want one of these holidays, you're gonna have to forcefully oppress a native tribe or something. But,
probably.
What?
Never mind. That didn't. It sounded better in my head. So on Black Friday, this holiday that Americans celebrate all over the country, is a time when retailers around try to go from the red to the black. And so they sell everything off at fire sale prices.
Yeah.
So,
and guess what? Black Friday's already started.
Doorbusters.
Doorbuster sales. Yeah,
Black Friday started last January.
Yeah, Black Friday's year round if you think about it. Yeah, it's right around the corner.
Now, wait a minute. Does this involve Legos? Because I'm not sure
Yeah.
that doorbusters get Legos anywhere
there's
near.
more. So,
It's $1 off.
Here, yeah, they've I've found a website on sci-fi.com,
Sci-fi.
the sci-fi channel website that has
Sci-fi.
listed some of the best
Sci-fi.
deals for Star Wars and other gaming and action figures, that kind
And
of stuff.
Pikachu.
Look at that.
Pikachu.
Would you look at that?
So just a few here that stuck out to me was the Star Wars Y-Wing Starfighter.
Yeah,
at
man.
Target will only be $41.99.
That's the sale price?
That's the Lego.
Come on,
He's saving
man.
$18.
Come on,
And
man.
it's the size of your hand.
Yeah.
I should be
huge.
grateful.
You're saving
I should be
$18.
grateful. Son of a bitch. It looks cool.
Yeah, and also at Target, if you want the Star Wars Hero BB-8, it's only gonna be $49.99.
Now, wait a minute. That can't be a sale price.
It's
man.
a big
What
one.
The
It's a
hell?
big giant one. It's huge. It's life size.
Life size. Huh?
Life size BB-8. 1-to-1 scale.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they will also at Target, if you want an extendable lightsaber, they will only be $3.99.
There you go. Now you're talking.
Yeah.
That's up my alley.
That's the size of your finger.
Yeah.
Extends
Now
out to
you're
the size
talking
of
my
2
language.
fingers.
Yeah. And I think the best deal in Star Wars merchandising that's going to occur on Black Friday is at Best Buy, where they will be selling the Sphero BB-8 for
Yeah.
$29.99.
Now, wait a minute. Is this the robot one that is remote controlled and all that
Yes.
cool stuff? Really?
Originally MSRP was
Yeah, man.
$129.99
4 years ago.
Wait a minute.
4 years ago.
Is this the same one that Corey has here?
Yeah.
It's been
Around here somewhere?
$130 on. Or
Yep.
He got the first year. Wait, I gotta find it. Hold on.
Yeah.
it's here somewhere.
Go ahead and break it. He can buy another one for $30. So it's all good.
I got the bad boy. I'm showing it to the camera.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yep.
That's the one.
His head comes off too. You see
Yeah.
that?
So you could save Best Buy just went ahead and knocked $100 off that.
Wow.
So go stand in line.
We've
for
had
3
these for 4 years. We need to get rid of them.
Some bitch.
Yeah,
Come
taking
get
up
it.
Too much space.
Come on now.
And if you can find a Kmart, which good luck with that,
A Kmart?
they will have a buy one get one 50% off.
Oh, we lost
Star
our Kmart. We don't
Wars.
have any Kmarts.
I know. I guess they have a website, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. If you're interested in board games, Amazon will be selling the Star Wars Black Series Trivial Pursuit board game for $24.83.
I think I've seen it cheaper on Amazon.
That is Amazon.
I mean, I think they've
From a
had I think
third-party seller?
Amazon's had it cheaper before.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Axis and Allies and Zombies. Dude, I am an Axis and Allies
that
fan.
would be awesome.
Axis and Allies and Zombies kind of sounds amazing.
You know, I want Axis and Allies, but for Star Wars.
Oh, is it like Zombie Hitler?
Oh,
Zombie Mussolini? Dude.
Ooh. Zombie Gandhi.
Mussolini takes a piano wire off his neck and goes on a murder rampage. Yeah.
Gandhi just nukes them all? Oh, no, it's Civilization. My bad.
Zombie Gandhi.
Zombie Gandhi. Wow. Nice.
Yeah, so good deals. Check them out. Black Friday,
Word.
stand in line in the freezing cold for 4 hours to save $100.
And Target has already started their Black Fridays
It's the
with
American way.
their Funko Black Fridays.
Funko Black Fridays.
I do my shopping online.
So I just spent $30 this morning.
You bought
I'm a
the 10-inch
Cyber
Pikachu?
Monday fan.
I did buy the 10-inch Pikachu.
Wow. Look
Oh
at this.
no.
That is
Yeah.
I don't.
Tell me you didn't, man.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
did. It's 10 inches.
10 inches.
I'm not sure if that bodes well for you, man.
That's bigger than normal, Mike.
Yeah, Mike, that's
Larger.
actually considerably bigger than normal. From
it's
what
almost
I
a
hear.
life-size
All right.
Pikachu. It's like, but not quite.
It's like
You guys gonna go see the Pikachu movie?
Hell yeah.
My son,
Did you see that preview?
We saw the preview. He's
That
like,
was
I'm going to see
hilarious.
that, Dad. You're taking me.
Yep.
so.
Like, all right.
Yeah, so we were in GameStop the other day, and one of my girls was going around grabbing everything and wanting to buy it all. and she grabbed a Pikachu and she just said, "I love him."
Aw, I love him too.
She's 4. I'm like, that was absolutely adorable.
Nice.
So might have to take her to go see it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I love Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Pika. Pika. Yeah. Pikachu's awesome.
And then one last thing I have here.
Star Wars
You do?
Pikachu.
What?
Ooh,
What? Huh? What? Huh?
Star Wars.
They should bring Pikachu into the Star Wars universe.
Yeah. One last thing I have here. Captain America
What?
was
Cat?
created by Joe Simon and Jack Kirby, not Stanley. I knew that. but I forgot.
I thought Steve.
I knew that because my friend was a comic book artist and then he died, but he named his dog Kirby after Jack Kirby.
Oh.
So I don't. I
What do you
should've
know?
known that.
Cap
I
Kirby?
apologize to the listener that it took this long.
Yeah, what else did we get wrong? Did we get something wrong and we got called out on?
I'm sure
Dude,
people have
This
tweeted us about
podcast
it.
is wrong. Sorry.
Yeah, we apologize for everything that we say wrong.
Yeah.
Always. It's always implied.
It is implied.
Yeah,
You're right.
It's in the. Yeah, just read the disclaimer at the beginning.
Mike,
There is a disclaimer.
There's
There
not?
needs to be a
you
disclaimer.
need to go talk to HR.
That explains a lot now.
Yeah, it does.
It does. Well, boys, I think that kind of wraps it up for tonight.
We are going to
wrapping it
deduct
up.
your pay.
Yep.
Well, be sure to go to betterkind.com. Just click on the show notes for EP 205. Follow along. Have fun with that. If you are a podcast listener, make sure you go to iTunes
You
and
sound so enthusiastic.
Stitcher and all the other. I'm trying, dude. I'm trying. This
Yeah.
isn't my forte, so you're gonna have to cut me some slack. But yes, but be sure to go to iTunes. You can listen to us on the podcast at all your favorite podcast destinations. Be sure you go there and rate us. Give us a 5-star review. You give us a 3 or a 2 or 4.5. Don't bother. We just want the 5s.
5 for
Bring it.
GTFO.
Hey,
That's
and
right,
if we're not at your favorite podcast destination, let us know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we can be.
You can
Except
reach
for
out. Let us know.
there's one place that we can't because they won't reply back to me.
Aw.
What?
Well,
Spotify sucks.
then there's that. But you
you
want to
have
listen
to
to us, you
speak
can
with the
listen to us at
manager?
all
I did.
your favorite other than Spotify. But yeah, be sure to check us out. Follow us on Twitter at FlyCasual1138. You can also follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/FlyCasualPodcast. Also YouTube. Check out the YouTubes.
Yeah.
That's
please.
getting hot and heavy.
It is getting hot and heavy.
It
We're getting
is?
a lot of comments and people
Wait,
are
it's
liking
getting
what-
hot and heavy?
Well,
Really?
he's
is.
uploading
What
porn.
kind of videos do we have on there?
Porn.
Oh.
Actually,
should
so if you like the
subscribe.
podcast, that's great. You're going to get the whole hour and a half or whatever we do normally. But the nice thing about the YouTubes is you can go there, you can see the video feed along with the audio. We post the full podcast episodes, but then through the week, we're also posting segments. So if you just want to hear a particular segment,
Yeah, it's great for people who do not have the opportunity to listen to the whole thing all at one time.
or you don't want to listen to the spoilers. You don't want to
Yeah,
listen to
you
the,
just want
deep
you,
dives.
yeah,
or
I
things
want
like
the
that.
discussion. I don't want the spoilers. Or I really hate Garrick, so I don't want to listen to
Toy
toys.
report,
Yeah.
right? Exactly.
Yeah.
You can
don't have to listen to
discriminate
me.
about.
You can pretend I'm not even here.
Well, yeah, I do every day.
Oh.
So, but we're getting some good feedback there, and we want you to join that environment as well. And we're enjoying all the feedback, all the good stuff that we're hearing there. And we're also now posting. I don't know if you guys knew this. We're posting the episodes to Facebook as well, so you can
Facebook.
see the video feeds for the episodes on Facebook as well.
Oh,
So
no.
we're not doing the segments on Facebook. You can get the full episodes on Facebook. So we're out there. You guys want to hear us? You can hear us. You can see us. You can interact with us, and we invite you to do so.
Yeah.
Anyway, any parting last words, guys?
I didn't see you drink near as much.
I know.
Mike
Well, I've got
needs
too
this
many
episode.
buttons. I got too many buttons I'm pushing, man. Trust me. If it was up to me, I'd be drinking
I know
way more.
you're pushing my buttons. That's for sure.
We got to get Corey back next week so I can do some more drinking.
The real reason he's here, so Mike can drink.
This is my Friday night. This is what I do. Come on.
My wife let me out of the house.
Hey, there's
Oh, there's something.
the virus threat protection.
Yeah, there
Thanks,
we go.
Windows.
There we go.
Oh, that
So
was
anyway,
close one.
My name's Mike. Over there's Howie
Yo,
and Garrick.
Can't believe I missed Babymetal. Guys suck.
Aw.
Tell me.
And Corey, tell him to get off his sorry ass and get back and do the podcast with us. We are... Uh-oh, wait a minute. We are Jelly. There it is.
Hey,
I got
nailed it.
I got the right button.
Is the button named Jelly?